Hey guys, welcome to another layout update. And yes, you heard me correctly. I said a layout update. I know it's been a long time since I've had an update on the layout itself, but I do now because I have something major that I've been working on the last couple days, and I will give you a good look at that. Before we get involved in that, another quick thing. I finally started trying my hand at airbrushing. This is just a Harbor Freight airbrush. I finally was able to do it because, well, I had this for about a year. I just now got it out of the pack here last week. Mainly because I didn't have an air compressor yet. I have a big one, but didn't want to use that one for airbrushing. And Harbor Freight had a big sale over the weekend. Well, actually it was, yeah, I bought it Friday. They had a 3-day sidewalk sale, and they had a small pancake air compressor for 50% off. So I went and picked that up, and so I started playing around with weathering locomotives and cars. Basically just tested on some older rolling stock I have to try to learn. I've found that I spray better with just Model Masters acrylic paint straight from the bottle. I've been toying around with mixing thinning craft paints, craft store paints, Walmart paints, you know, the little 99-cent tubes of them, or jars of them, or whatever you want to call them. I haven't had very great luck with that, but you know, I'm new to airbrushing too, so there's a lot of variables. But I'm still messing with that, and I've had a lot of help from a lot of you guys on YouTube. I will give a special shout out to a couple of people that gave me a lot of information on thinning paints and airbrushing. But I did, one day when I was practicing, I got brave and I grabbed my F40 PH that you've seen in the last couple of my videos, and I threw it was a dark tan, Model Masters dark tan acrylic, and I did a quick weathering on it. This probably won't show up in the camera, but I got some good still shots of it I'll show you. I actually thought it turned out pretty good for my first time, plus the fact that, well, I'm still very nervous attempting to do this on any of my good stuff. So I'm just glad I didn't really screw this one up too bad. All I did was, that's all I did was spray on like some dark tan, just to give it a dirty look. Nothing special other than that. But I'll show you that. So that's something new that I'm messing with. But here's, I'm going to show you something. We'll get into the main part of this video and my layout update. I don't know if you recognize this from some of my older videos. It was my lift out. Well, it's not a lift out anymore. It's now what I'm going to call a lift up. Mainly because I got tired of ducking under it already. It didn't take long. But what really pushed me over the edge to do it was 3 weeks ago or so now. I had hernia surgery, and after I recovered some from that, you know, I come down and I wanted to look and do some stuff on the layout, but ducking under wasn't going over too well. So no more ducking under. So now we're lifting up, and I'll grab the camera then and then show you what I made. Alright guys, here is the new lift up instead of a lift out. I got a lot of work into it actually. It was a pretty simple design. I'm kind of disappointed in myself for not thinking of this before I did the lift out. It was turned into a disaster. But this is the new and improved version. Let me see. Try to explain what I did, and then I'll set the camera down and show you exactly how it works. But basically, this is it right here, and just lifts up like that. Now I know I'm a little close, but I'll show you in a far away shot. I haven't come up with a solid plan yet for holding it up upright like this, but that's about the last thing I have to come up with. But basically what I did here, since I had the foam on here, all I did, and this is 1-inch thick foam, I went and bought a 1-inch by 12-inch by 8-foot board, and that's what is used on top here. Two sections side by side. Since it's 1-inch thick, which actually after it was planed down it wasn't quite as 1-inch thick, so I made my own shim with 3/16 wood that I got from the AC Moore and stuff. Guess it's kind of like hobby wood. It's called basswood or basswood. I don't know exactly which one you want to refer to. But what was nice with that, 3/16 is the same thickness as my cork road bed. So that's what I used right here on the edges to give a nice solid mounting for my track, which I glued down with just white glue everywhere else except when I hit the wood. I used Elmer's wood glue, a little bit stronger to hold it. But anyways, I cut the foam out, and then basically I pieced in on this side. I have underneath here is the piece of the 1-inch board I have, and then on the sides, and which holds this piece tight left to right for alignment. And go through here. These pegs you see right there, there's also holes right here for them to fit in. That is kind of like added security. And what they were just out of an old entertainment unit I had that tore apart before, and they're just these metal pegs that held shelves. So that's just kind of like added security. And I did the same thing over here on this side of the module. I only had 1/2-inch foam, so I just pieced in a piece of flake board, OSB, and then I did the same thing with the pieces of 3/16 inch wood, and then I have my my hinges here. Now that's the only drawback to this design, are the hinges, because they're visible. But I'm just gonna make something that some sort of scenery that I can just sit there on top of them whenever I'm not going to be lifting it up, then just move them out of the way to use my lift out or lift up, whatever. But that's basically all I did, and I built this frame, and then I just finished up laying my track and everything. And like I said, with the wood glue, this holds it a little bit more sturdy than the white glue. There were a couple spots where I put some nails here on the side to help reposition the track after I cut it, and that's basically because I kind of goofed up. I had it all perfect, and I had the lift out up, and I had this piece of wire on here trying to hold it up. Well, I was doing something and it fell back down this way, and it slammed down, and it bent my hinges and everything up. So I had another pack of hinges, and I replaced the hinges, but then this side just wasn't lining up ever so slightly, and it was after I already had it done and a track cut, so I had to fine tune it a little bit, which good thing you weren't here to see that, because I was pretty upset about that. Everything all nice and secure. But let me set the camera up on the tripod, and you can get a better shot of it. Me just like walking in or whatever. But as soon as I find a way to prop it up when I have it open, that's great. And right now I don't have any like kill switches or anything to cut the power to the track when it's up. This side you wouldn't really have to worry about too much, because it's not going to hit the floor, it's going to hit that. That might be something I pursue further down the road. But right now, I'm the only one that runs it, so hopefully I'm smart enough to realize I have this lifted up. But, alright guys, give me a second. Alright, I'm going to show you the lift out in use. You walk up to it, lift it up, and everything I have with the wood blocks and the pegs and everything, it all stays right in line. The track stays in line, fits nice and snug. We'll see how well it holds up to time, over time. But for now, it's working great. And if you do build one like this, the secret with these hinges, you got to make sure they're above track level. That way, when you lift it up, you know, the track doesn't touch each other. But as soon as I figure out a way to prop this up when it's open, I'd say it's a 100% complete project except for scenery. But simple as that. And it's a lot better than ducking under and ducking under and ducking under. But that's it, guys. And here's the rail. See, as long as the hinges are above track height, then you won't have any problem with the track touching there. And I want to give a quick shout out to a couple individuals that I told you that helped me with airbrushing information. First of all, I want to give a shout out to KU4PC, Mike Jensen. He gave me a little bit of tips, and also K4JW. I believe his people refer to him as JD. I don't know him well enough as far as his name, but he emailed me some information too. So if you get a chance, check his channel out also. And MC Model Works. That gentleman does a lot of vehicle building, model building of vehicles, and he airbrushes everything, and he uses a lot of craft store acrylics. So he emailed me a bunch of information too. So I want to give a big shout out to those guys. Thank you very much. It's very appreciated. And if you want to check their channel out, I recommend them. And for the last quick tidbit, I'm going to do a quick run through on this to show you that everything's lined up. Here is my F40PH again that I have weathered. So I'd say that's probably as far as I'm going to go with this project on this thing. It's detailed, it's weathered, I got the sound in it. I don't want super heavy duty weathering on this. Amtrak pretty much kept them pretty clean anyways. So that's it. Do a quick run by and we'll wrap this up. So far so good there. I'm going to sit this over on the other track and do a quick run on that. Alright, let's try this track. Alright, we made it. Alright, I'm pretty excited about this. Just thought I would share it with you guys. Well, other than that, hopefully you didn't mind the mess too much. I got stuff everywhere laying around right now, but just excited to get this done. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you on the next video.